cat with tears of joy, emoji meaning. The cat with tears of joy emoji is a playful and feline version of the face with tears of joy emoji. It represents laughter, amusement, and joy, often in a silly or exaggerated way. Common uses include reacting to something extremely funny, for example, "That joke was hilarious." Expressing laughter with a playful or cat-like twist, for example, "My cat just knocked over my drink again." Used in memes and cat-related humor, for example, "Cats are pure chaos and I love them," or showing exaggerated laughter or crying from laughing too hard. This emoji is popular among cat lovers, meme culture, and humorous conversations. Cat with wry smile, emoji meaning. The cat with wry smile emoji depicts a cat with a sly, smug, or mischievous expression. It is often used to convey sass, playfulness, mischief, or a teasing attitude. Common uses include expressing smugness or confidence, for example, "I knew I was right." Teasing or being playful, for example, "Oh, you thought you could beat me? Think again." Portraying a mischievous or sneaky mood, for example, "I may or may not have eaten the last cookie," or used in cat-related humor or feline personality expressions. This emoji is often used in lighthearted banter, playful sarcasm, and cat lover conversations. Chains, emoji meaning. The chains emoji represents linked metal chains and can symbolize strength, connection, bondage, restriction, or unity. Common uses include symbolizing strength and resilience, for example, "Together we are stronger," representing being trapped, restricted, or held back, for example, "I feel stuck in this situation," referring to literal chains, such as tools or jewelry, for example, "Just got a new silver chain necklace." Used metaphorically for deep connections or loyalty, for example, "Our bond is unbreakable," or sometimes used in gothic, punk, or edgy aesthetics. This emoji can have both positive, strength, unity, and negative, restrictions, being trapped, meanings, depending on the context. Chair, emoji meaning. The chair emoji represents a literal chair, often used to refer to seating, comfort, rest, or furniture. Common uses include referring to actual seating or furniture, for example, "I just bought a new desk chair," indicating relaxation or taking a break, for example, "Time to sit down and chill." Symbolizing stability or support, for example, "Always here for you." Playfully suggesting someone should sit down after a joke or a surprising revelation, for example, "Sit down, you won't believe this," or to humorously imply someone should calm down or relax, for example, "Chill out, take a seat." Mostly used in a literal sense. Chart decreasing, emoji meaning. The chart decreasing emoji represents a declining trend, often used in discussions about finance, business performance, or negative outcomes. Common uses include financial losses or stock market downturns, for example, "The market crashed today." Declining trends in statistics or data, for example, "Our sales dropped last quarter." Symbolizing failure, setbacks, or a bad situation, for example, "My motivation levels right now," or used humorously for personal struggles, for example, "My sleep schedule." It generally conveys a negative or declining situation, but can also be used ironically or humorously depending on context. Chart increasing, emoji meaning. The chart increasing emoji represents growth, progress, or improvement, often in relation to business, finance, personal achievements, or success. Common uses include financial or stock market gains, for example, "Bitcoin is up today." Positive trends in data or statistics, for example, "Our sales are skyrocketing." Personal growth or self-improvement, for example, "Finally getting my life together," or used humorously for exaggerated success, for example, "My coffee intake." It generally signifies progress, success, or an upward trend, but can also be used ironically or sarcastically depending on the context. Chart increasing with yen, emoji meaning. The chart increasing with yen emoji represents financial growth, stock market gains, or economic success related to the Japanese yen. It is commonly used in discussions about investments, forex trading, cryptocurrency, or business performance in Japan or global markets. Common uses include indicating rising stock prices or financial success, for example, the market is booming. Discussing currency exchange rates or trading, for example, yen is gaining strength, talking about economic growth in Japan or Asia, or symbolizing wealth, profit, or good financial decisions. It is often used similarly to the chart increasing emoji, but with a specific connection to money, investments, and the Japanese yen. Checkbox with check emoji meaning. The checkbox with check emoji represents completion, approval, or confirmation. It is often used in contexts where something has been checked off, verified, or accomplished. Common uses include marking tasks as complete, for example, to-do list, grocery shopping, gym, relax, indicating agreement or approval, for example, that plan works for me, confirming something has been verified, for example, your payment has been received, or symbolizing checklists or surveys. It generally conveys a sense of achievement, confirmation, or something being properly done. Checkmark emoji meaning. The checkmark emoji represents confirmation, correctness, completion, or approval. It is often used to indicate that something has been done, verified, or is correct. Common uses include marking tasks as completed, for example, finished my workout, confirming something is correct, for example, that's the right answer. Showing agreement or approval, for example, meeting at 5 p.m., sounds good, or symbolizing success or validation. It is often used alongside the checkbox with check emoji, or the checkmark button emoji for similar meanings. Checkmark button emoji meaning. The checkmark button emoji represents approval, completion, confirmation, or success. It is often used to indicate that something has been checked, verified, or accomplished in a more visually prominent way than a simple checkmark emoji. Common uses include marking tasks as done or completed, for example, homework finished, confirming something is correct or approved, for example, are you attending? Indicating success or accomplishment, for example, goal achieved, or signifying agreement or positive affirmation. It is commonly used in to-do lists, official approvals, and positive confirmations.